Hey there, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and my creative life. I'm creating a layout today with the Rainbow Crush, which is hosted by Tara the Paper Snob. So every month she posts a different color that we're supposed to use for the month to basically crush the rainbow. And this month it was coral. Now you can see from my base paper that is definitely coral. And all of this paper that was from Prima Marketing, and this is really the last of it that I have, has a coral but also a very pinkish hue to it. So I don't know at the end of the day if this is more pink than it is coral, but in my mind it works perfectly. So the first thing I did is I'm just kind of arranging pictures. Now this was a trip that we took, my husband and I took to Arizona. Now I've taken tons of trips to Arizona, and if you follow my channel or if you're a subscriber, you've probably seen many layouts, but this particular one I really wanted to focus a little bit more on the walk that we took, which is really just around the perimeter of the neighborhood that she lives in, my sister. And so two scenic pictures and then one selfie. The one thing I hate about using double-sided paper is usually you love both sides. And this one had those 4x6 cutouts. And at this point I thought, look, this is the scrap pieces of this paper line. If I haven't used it yet, I'm not going to use them. So I was fine with just slicing that down. So you notice I cut it at 5 inches. I think I ended up cutting it a little bit shorter or thinner, but you'll see as I go along. And right now I'm basically just trying to create like a puzzle. I'm trying to use as much as of these cards or these cutaway cards as I can. Also the little scraps. You see that one little piece of the cactus? It's so gorgeous. I didn't want to just throw it away, so I want to use that as well. I don't do a lot of layouts where I'm kind of putting a puzzle together like I am here, but it just kind of worked out mostly because I was just using scraps and I really did just need some thin pieces. And you can see here that I'm just trying to get as much pattern as I can. And again, there's a lot of pinks and almost like a purplish color, browns. There's a metallic in there and it's a gold. It's a gorgeous paper line from Prima Marketing, which doesn't surprise me, and I'm sure it doesn't surprise you because they have great paper, very floral, very beautiful. I did have a couple of these pieces of green that were also in my scrap pile with the same collection, so I probably used it on a different layout. And again, I thought, well, it's right here, let me just try to use what I can. So I cut down the piece, it's 3 inches length or height, and then I just cut a little bit more to hold or to mat that one pattern paper that you just saw right there. So again, I really like the way this looks. So at this point I'm thinking, okay, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and start adhering stuff. I did a little bit of journaling on that one because it really looks like a postcard. So it does say hello from. I put Tucson and then the year 24, and later on I'll do a little bit of journaling just on that bottom kind of right hand side where it's just all that pinkish, or let me just say coral tinted pink. I don't know, but I hope you agree that this is okay. I know normally, not that it's, I mean, there is some rules, but I don't know how really hard pressed you are to use them. But again, should be about 70% of the color of the month. And I don't know if I meet that in this layout, and I'm okay with it because, like I said, that base sheet is definitely coral, and there's a lot of coral tones, or is that the right word? Tones? That sounds weird. Shades would probably be a better word within the pinks and the purples that I'm okay with it. And even when you look at the pattern papers, again, there's not that many. They have like this coral look to it, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm using some punches to create some tabs, again, to just kind of do that trio of color pops of that green. These puffy stickers are the last of the stickers that I have for this collection as well, so I was pretty determined to use them all. The only one I didn't use, there was like a cowboy boot, and the thing was, it almost looked like a riding boot or something. Like it didn't even really go. I don't know, but I didn't use that because I'm not a cowboy boot kind of person. So I just tossed it. I felt fine tossing it because that was it. I used everything else and I was really happy with that. These are puffy stickers. I don't know if I just said that, but look at how fun those are as well. Just to add a little fun, little interest to the layout. And again, I'm just doing some very minimal journaling. So at first I put a walk in a desert on that one tab, and then I realized, well, it says in the desert over there on that cutaway card. So I just thought, no, I'm just going to put a walk, and then it'll kind of flow to that. But this is a very simple layout. If you've been watching me on this Rainbow Crush challenge hop, then you've probably noticed I don't do a whole lot of what I'm doing right now. I don't do much more than that. Every once in a while I'll pick up my stamps or something, or definitely make a title with my Cricut or something. But I was really happy with this layout. I hope you are too, and I hope it encourages you to look at your scraps and then kind of use your imagination and just use them. I mean, that's why we keep them, right? Because we want to use them. So I was really happy with, like I said, how this turned out, and very simple, but done, right? It's in my done pile. Now this card right here, again, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to use them all up because, I might be able to use it later. I've had this for a few years. I've used it a few different times. I just cut that word off. I didn't need that rainbow there. I just wanted the little sentiment on there. I thought I'd add one more little detail that I felt like it needed, and I just place it right there on top of the sky portion. So I'm not covering anything important. It's just the blue sky, nothing special about it. But I really just like this layout, like I mentioned, and I hope you do too. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. I also appreciate any comments that you leave. If you have any recommendations on something I could have done, or something I could have, you would have changed if you had the opportunity, or maybe you just like it and you want to tell me, yay, you like it. But again, I'd appreciate any comments. I do reply to them because I really do appreciate it. But that's about it for my layout. Make sure you go follow the hop information. It'll all be in the information box, as well as a link to like my blog and my Instagram account. But it'll have the hop, the other people that are participating in the hop, and they are some amazingly talented people. Make sure you check them out, and any information that you may need about Tara or the Paper Snob. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.